Is it stuck? It looks like it's stuck. Hello. Just let me refresh this. Restart capture. Yes, there we go. Hello, Essa. Hello, N. Thank you. Hope he will be alright and fine with you. I hope so too. I went to the vet today and yeah, he has mites all over. That's why he's in quarantine right now. There he is. I mean, it's good that it's only mites, honestly. The living condition where he was is... I don't think I have enough adjectives in both languages, Arabic and English, to describe. Hey, Elma. In the background while I work, I'll finally be here for a while. I hope you enjoy it while I line your favorite duo, Noir and Ildar. There will be no spoilers in chat, so please, I think I have a command that this stream it has no spoilers. I think, let me just check quickly. Nightbot. Yeah, grey is spoilers is the command. This stream is spoiler free. Let's go back to art. So I hope you enjoy the lining while you work, and best of luck on your work. It was funny reading Discord about his name. Yeah, it's very hard, man. Names are hard, and he looks like a troublesome one, so I can't wait to find just the name for him. I bought volumes 1 and 7 of your manga from a street vendor for only half a Jordanian dinar each. That was a treasure. I'm glad that you got it for that price. But also, congratulations. I hope you... doesn't work? Wait. Grey is spoilers. What's with the heart? What's with that heart? Grey is spoilers. Spoilers, yes. So there's an S. I was wondering. But I'm not sure about that heart. Why did it choose that emote? Oh no. When Genshin asks for naming a character, go with the one they choose, because it is hard. And honestly, I really want to choose a name from Livius manga. When I got my first rabbit, I went with Yuya. I used to like the... Not that I don't like him anymore, but at the time I was really a big fan of Yuya Matsushita, I think. The singer who's... J-pop singer who... most known for anime watchers for singing Trust Me, the ending song for Durarararararara. So I named one Yuya and I named the other one Oriki from Hyoka, Ohotaro Oriki. For Jevi, I went with Jevil because he can do anything. May they both rest in peace. May they... all three of them, rest in peace. Now this one here, I am obsessed with Levius and No Home, mainly. He's sitting in, just look at this, he's sitting in the food bowl and eating from it. Goat. But yeah, as I said, I need to go over the story again, see if there is a name. That works as a pet name from Livius. But yeah, naming is hard. I don't have the best track record when it comes to naming. I mean, greyis, you know. I started writing my own story. I haven't illustrated it yet, but I chose to name the hero Zane because I feel I want to use names that are used. Yes, that's the thing for me as well. For me, when I want to name not a character but like a pet, it needs to be something that is universal, works easily. Because I write in English, but I talk in Arabic and I go to Arabic vets. I also needed to have, like, I can play around with it for, like, a name when I'm angry, a name when I'm... Wait. You lock? Yes. Stuff like that, so... Zane is a good name. Divide... No, gutter. It's the and the new bunny in the greyis family. Yes. I really wanted to name him Emir. Because I've been feeling Emir a lot lately. Hey Psycho, welcome. How are you doing? No, I think first this and then this. No, this. And don't draw the border. Okay, now next, second page. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. And no gutter. I should, you know what, I should have... Okay. No, wait. This takes a lot of thinking from me. Dividing these frames. The frame tool. Okay, here we go. And then divide this, and no gutter. Enlarge this and hide border. No, Amir, please. He's dead already. You know what? I was kind of thinking that I can call him Amir, and when he dies, like, well, that was to be expected, you know. Maybe it won't be as hard as when Javi passed away. And don't draw border here, and don't draw border here. Where else? I need this. One last thing is frame border pen for the clicker. Yes. The story would be a slice of life. One shot about cancer. Best of luck with that. Oh, wait. We lost... Did we? Don't we have a panel for Ildar's eyes? Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ildar. Actually... And this should be under all of them. Okay. Hey Aishu, welcome. How are you doing? I pray for this one to live a long, long life with you in happiness. Thank you. Thank you so much, N. It is hard when they pass away, but I genuinely feel like there's this darkness, this jadedness, this cynicism inside of me that is like, I inherited it. I experienced so much that was born, whatever it is. I have this part of me that is so dark and can only be tamed down, can only be contained by the innocence of rabbits, I feel like. So I realized that they have become like a must in my existence. His name is Eren Yeager. I haven't watched Attack on Titan. I hear a lot about Eren. Is that why they're so violent to my characters? My rabbits? Eren Yeager? In life and their death, they give you what you need. Yeah. I hope he enjoys his life too, here. What is Sia's reaction? They haven't met yet. They haven't, because he has a lot of mice. He was in a really, really terrible place. So he's in quarantine. I haven't introduced him to anyone. Rabbits in general, maybe they all eat your rage to save us all. You know, the funniest thing, I love rabbits because their face is very angry. And I haven't... With Jevi had a black fur, so I couldn't see his nose and his... Why is he looking at us? With Jevi, I missed looking at a rabbit's angry face. So I can't wait. Look at him. He decided to show us his angry face, I guess. Okay, that's work. He hopped, yes. He's got such mad eyebrows. Yes, and the side eye is unreal. The side eye is unreal. Like, I want to make a compilation with all the side eyes so far, and I only had him for 1 day. Okay, let's start. Where is this one? staring into our souls. Ugh, multiple photos of him just staring. I don't think there are still names in Deltarune that I'd like to use, and I don't think I want to choose another Deltarune name. I was telling my mother that I wanna release him around sunset just to play around and jump. And mom is very, understandably, very cautious because he has mites. So she's like, do you remember where he was? Like, he was in a very terrible condition. So I guess whatever you're putting him in this cage, and he's very small, is like a big villa for him. So just like wait for a few days before you release him. I'm pretty sure he's happy with what he's got right now. Is this the first side face of Noir? No, I don't think. No, there is one in chapter 68 when he's talking with White. I love that profile. Sia's going to be like, so it's come to this, huh? Okay then, I'm not mad. No one, just be prepared tonight. Definitely, my god. She's gonna be like, I haven't made peace with that blind black cat you got, and now you got me this? Yes, and with Rita too. But I remember that one instantly because I am still happy with it. So I'm very excited because so yesterday I took new rabbit to the same vet I go to, and he did everything to clean him and stuff. But I like during the time when Jevi died, after Jevi died, I decided that I'm not gonna get another rabbit until I look more into vets, see if we by now have rabbit savvies, because rabbits are considered exotic animals, so they do need specialists. And I found this place where they, like from the looks of it, they have treated rabbits before. So today I took the new rabbit to that place, to that clinic. And yeah, the doctor I met had a rabbit for 7 years and knows a lot about rabbits. He even has rabbit medications, which I never found here in Jordan. So that got me really hyped, honestly. And he was nice too, because like he's not... It's easy to find doctors or vets that are just... like they know how limited skill vets are and will use that to make good money, let's say. And when I was talking to him, like, so, okay, we're gonna meet every month for checkup and nail trimming and stuff. And he's like, no, like, you should do nail trimming at home. It's very easy. Like, are you afraid? I'm like, no, I don't want to break the trust. So I rather take them. And Jevi had dark, very black nails. And when you want to trim an animal's nails, you have to be careful because there are veins inside their nails. So you have to cut them to a certain point. And with Jevi's black nails, I couldn't see where that ends, like where the nail ends and the veins begin. So I always took him to the vet. But this vet was like, no, you don't have to bring, like any other vet would say, yeah, of course, because they would want to make more money, you know? Sia is like white with everyone except the black. I am black for Sia. I am the black for Sia's white. Now Sia is going to be the one giving you the side eye. When she enjoys it, that's the thing. When Jeffy died, like, not like she was sad or anything, but she would enter the room and look around like, what can I do here? There's nothing. Because she loves to eat his hay, she loves to drink his water, she loves to just poke him from behind and cause trouble. And now that he's like, when he passed away, she's like, there's nothing for me to do in your room. Your room isn't fun anymore. Until I put food for the pigeons and birds, and now she's like, yeah, I can ruin. I can not win. I can attack the window that you just cleaned and make it all leave all my paw marks and nose. Because cats' noses are not wet, but slightly wet. Damp? I don't know. So yeah, your room is boring now. Yeah, that's exactly how I got from her. Her reaction. She would just enter the room and look around like, what can I do? There's nothing. No plants, nothing. No rabbit? No hay? You won't scream. I can't drive you crazy with no rabbit. So I think she's gonna hate that I have a rabbit now, but she also will internally be happy. We all love our queen. She's a queen. All right. You all love your queen. Your queen loves no one. Trim Vein, thanks for the new words. You're welcome. It's as much as I like to feel like I can help with English language. We already established that this stream is de-studying English more than de-teaching English. So it's nice that I have some words I can. Ralze is a good name, but nobody's gonna like it. Oh, you know what? Let me just share on Twitter that I'm streaming. No. Streaming. Working on chapter 81, spoiler free. Now you could argue it's not spoiler free visually, right? You know, when I started reading greyis in 2019, I needed Google Translation for every chapter. That's why I was reading only one chapter per day, but greyis helped me improve my... Really? Wow, that's some dedication. There are some manga that I'd like to read that are only available in Japanese, and I know the struggle you can go through to translate with Google Translate or with the phone camera and then translate. So I really, really appreciate that. Wow. So for those who... I was bothered if I found a word that I don't know, because I didn't want to skip anything. That is very thoughtful, especially with a work like greyis, that actually words matter a lot. So, for those who have volume 10, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't happy with... No, wait, here. I had some issues with the printing. I felt like the tones turned out really dark. And we talked about it with the printer. And of course, they always have an answer. They tried to explain it to me, but I do feel like there are some mistakes. There are some things that they could have done differently, and there are some things that I could have done differently. So to eliminate this margin of error or accident or randomness that could happen, I decided that I want to rely more on hatching for certain things and use toning for large areas, or to just use it when it's really needed, not rely on it for shading. Look at this face. Look at this face. Oh, come on. I'm gonna be distracted by Rabbit. We all will. I'm just sad that I can't have him in my room. But I'm also old enough to feel like... Well, enjoy your room before all the... hay everywhere. All the mess that the rabbit is gonna bring. Oh, Tam isn't here, right? Tam asked a question last stream that I forgot to answer. I read, but I didn't answer, so I want to answer when they join. I didn't observe the printing for volume 10 yet because I want to forget the events a little to reread. That's nice. I bet you will experience it differently regardless, because I was thinking the other day that I want to make videos showing the books, like the early, let's go from like volume 1 to 7, because there are a lot of decisions I make with only books in mind. And I always think in spreads anyway, and I work in spreads, like double page spreads. So I think it would be cool for those who only read on the computer to see the difference and stuff. And honestly, I asked people that one of my friends read it and then she started reading Death Note, and she told me, I actually enjoyed reading your book a lot. I didn't feel the grays were darker. They weren't really they didn't ruin the experience at all. But while she was reading Death Note, she said that the darks are really dark and very off-putting. So I didn't talk about it because people don't seem to mind it. A lot of people who read the book say that it printed really nicely. It's just, I think it's just me. It could be. But still, I want to eliminate any surprises. The thing is, why I say that there is something like on me or on them, I'm not sure, because I printed volume 8, 9, and 10 together for the box set. And volumes 9 and 8 printed nicely. They weren't dark at all. But volume 10 was really dark. See, I like this track, but eventually kids are gonna sing, and I don't like kids singing, so we're gonna skip it. I feel like he scratches a lot, so that alone makes me want to keep him out of my room until he's fully healed. His face is very squishy. His color is very unique. He weighs 300 grams. So, like if you hold, I don't know, volume 7, the new edition, that's his weight. Noir with red hair looks weird. I know, right? I'm so used to this that I don't see it, but every time I stream, somebody notices, like black with red hair, white with red hair, and I'm like, oh yeah, I see it now. I want to read old books, but my eyesight is so bad I can't read from books. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, and that always worries me every time I think about it. I can read from phone with Zoom, but it's hard to read with Zoom. I've said this shows like in the industry, I like that. Not even if you use a tablet, maybe, or rotate the phone. Pink Noir, MC Energy, he's a magical girl. Listen, we have a magical girl doodle of white, so let's make next sketch stream. Remind me to draw magical girl noir. He's gonna give us a show. His paw is in water. My God, I put the water bottle because I know that he will get his legs in water, but he's not using the water bottle at all. And you know what? The camera makes him look big. Trust me. It's scary how big he looks. Let's... You know what? Brush. Let's make it multiply and let's fill in with 45. And noise. Oh no, it's not Elma, it's Tam. Tam asked me a question last stream. It was about Noir's hair, if it has gray hair or it's just stylistic that he has all these white that I haven't added yet. And it's actually he does have white hair. Now I need... Where is medium sand? And let's add white. I think in eyes I have, yes, I do have these white strands. It's 6 o'clock. Clock man. So, I revisited Tumblr. I'm not sure I'm gonna revive the greyis blog, but I do wanna revisit a lot of the blogs I used to follow that are just platonic prompts. Maybe for... Like, I do have the... I have the dual requests channel that I do want to fulfill, but I also feel like I want to do some marketing to greyis with the platonic tag. And man, I wish Tumblr is still what it was and not as dead. It was such a good place. I'm glad that still, like, there are a lot of people still there and the features are still there, the reblog and stuff. But yeah, it was way bigger. My house? Noir, soon you will become one of us bears and rule the world. I'll never join you, my brother and my father. Know that I'm one. That is exactly the type of fun, creative spoilers way to address spoilers, I guess. I need to draw Noir Bear, and I need to add a command about the bear lore for my life story, I guess. I don't think he was wearing this, honestly. If this is the same conversation... I don't think, no. I think he was wearing a turtleneck. Oh, a cardigan looks good though. I don't think I stuck to a cardigan in any of the scenes. Ooh. Usually artists draw their OCs or MCs on coffee shop, but Dee drew Black's family. They're consuming her mind so much, so much. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious for us. Yeah, they are just camping in my brain. Violet, a lot. And yeah, I tried to draw the rest of the family, but we had to leave before when I reached Rita, and I didn't. I still have it right in front of me here. I want to finish it. You just updated it yesterday? Yeah, Tumblr peak time. You know what? There's a track I'd love to hear. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Yes, see? Play next. I always... Violet mention. Elma, I do think of you every time I hyper-focus on Violet. As I always say, I like when readers share who they like, who they hate, who they want to see more of, and stuff like that, because I think of everything when I work. I think of all these readers. I still use Tumblr. I will be happy to see you back there. My first place where I heard. Really, you found me there? I think I still have the blog that I used for the 7th, the only contest I ran for greyis. It was the 7th anniversary. I was thinking that maybe I will do another contest for the 17th anniversary, so next year. So maybe if it would be cool to have the same blog with the new entries. So maybe I will revive it eventually, but for now I'm just revisiting it because I follow a lot of blogs that just have platonic prompts. I think we should go over that blog. The entries were so good. The fan fiction, the cosplay, the sketches, the drawings, and the... It was so hard to pick winners, for real. But it was a fun thing. Violet, 2 parts on Coffee Cup was amazing. Thank you. Man, I love manga. I love creating manga. I feel alive when I was kind of dead when I started the stream. I found you on Insta, but followed you more on Tumblr back then. It was Volume 7 release. Really? You know, Twitter right now is like Tumblr for me. So people usually, like dedicated people who are really interested in the story, find me on Instagram. I have the biggest following on Instagram, and people follow me there. But then those who get into the story look for more. And back then it was Tumblr, because Tumblr had me having fun with sketches and doodles and all that, and now it's Twitter. I always say this, but I can't be completely free on Instagram. It's such a strange platform. Such a strange platform. I just use it as a gallery for people, like when I want to find work, when I want to... Like, I did try before to contact... It's not like I want to make business from sponsorship, but I thought of art tools that I actually want to use, like the tour box. And I contacted them to, like, maybe if they're interested in collaborating or like sending me a product for a review, because I do want to use it. I want to buy it at some point. And I do have so I always use Instagram for these kinds of emails. Like I have 100 plus followers from the Middle East, stuff like that. I just love having 3 blogs on the same email, and Twitter won't have that for... Yeah, that's another thing with Tumblr. I used to have 6 blogs. Personal one, Arabic one for the contest, greyis manga sketch blog, and one for art in general, art tips and questions and stuff. I still have a blog on Tumblr that is empty and I think private, but it was just to... It was called, I think, Ramblings with Long Poses, because when I ramble, I take long poses. This track, I love it. But yeah, having multiple blogs in one place is an awesome feature. And I'm kind of surprised that Twitter didn't do that, because Instagram did that, and social media, all they do is take ideas from one another. Thanks for the hydrate, Psycho. They're having a great conversation. Can you feel it? Cute pixel black? I think it's one for all the redeems, so find something to redeem. To see it. I created those for... Funny enough that we're talking about Tumblr, I created those for a Tumblr theme. I created my own theme. Back when you were allowed customization. I'm not sure if it still allows that, but back when I was dedicated to customize everything. Make my whole experience just greyis themed. This is the type of panel that I would have benefited from the mirror feature. Oh, this track. White? Why are we praising white? Oh no, that could be really insulting. If I'm drawing Yaldar eyes and today I was thinking while I was making coffee, it was around 3 a.m. I was thinking, I got this idea for an illustration. It started as the two, I will not remember now, the two book readers? But then I thought, no, the trio of books. And then I thought, no, wait, what is four for a trio? Because they're four actually. And it was an illustration idea for... Give me your guesses. Who are the 4 horsemen of books? Quadrant. I know that actually. Thank you, Elma. The quadrant of books in greyis. This section of the song. I feel like 2 of them are very, very easy. The other 2 are easy as well. I think. There's the obvious writer and therapy man who's the final. The obvious writers? Oh, I didn't think of Jad. Nope. It's one of the writers, yeah. Because Jad doesn't hit me as a book person. He's a writer, yes. He's a writer, but I don't see him as passionate about books. The 4, I was thinking of an illustration of book people in greyis. And I thought of 2, but then I realized they're 3. But then, no wait, they're 4 actually. So, who are the 4? You know what? I feel like this eye is a little bit... needs to be a little bit bigger. Yes, let's fix it here as well. I can see Amir would have been very passionate if he were... Yeah. Sadly, he's dead. So, therapy man, yes. Writer, yes, we have 2. The other 2 appeared with books. For sure. Rita's one. If you don't... Rita appeared reading Little Women in clippings. And she found books and White's novellas and instantly. The Leaf Journal? Just go back to chapter 32. Black is. And look at the place. Look at what Yildar is. Yildar is reading. Yildar reads a lot. He does. And that doesn't give me the vibe of bookman, no. So, we have guessed all 4. Why Daniel, Rita, and Yildar? What? a quadrant, right? One of them would say it's a trio. Not, yeah, it's a trio, yeah, trio. Scary team, I know, right? He is reading with empty head? Maybe. So now I'm thinking an illustration of all four of them in glasses. And the glasses idea makes, I feel like makes White actually want it to be a trio rather than quadrant. Glasses, you say? Yeah, you know? Creators don't always have to create things that they only love. I actually create a lot of things I don't love. Maybe that's why White was more concerned about Rita reading his books. She is a reader and no... Yeah. Not to mention, like, if she reads them, does that mean she acknowledges? If we're gonna go with Black's, and this is not a spoiler, but if we're gonna go with Black's opinion that whatever Rita does annoys White, then it's definitely interesting. The timing of this ad, right, when you said Black is... It cuts the ad replied with David Beckham. David Beckman? David Beckham, right? Black is... Dude. Funny thing about ads, you can escape those by subscribing, and I'm bringing this up not for you to subscribe, but to say how funny July was, not July, June, because we did the popularity poll stream and I gifted a lot of subs, and it's like I paid for subs and then I got back, I got paid by my own money. It's very funny. But actually it's like eventually it's supporting, it's David. Eventually it's supporting other people, because I usually use the money that comes through the subscriptions as spendable income to support other Twitch streamers I follow. Because to me, it feels like if I'm gonna spend a lot of time on Twitch or YouTube while I'm working, it's the equivalent of paying for Netflix, and I don't pay for any subscription service, Netflix or Amazon Prime or Crunchyroll and stuff. I'm not paying for anyone, so I'm trying to. I love to support individuals that I actually am entertained by, and people who provide all these free services. Well, yeah, it was funny when I saw this like big number of earnings of June. I'm like, I paid for that. No, no, it was fun. I really wanted everyone watching to just enjoy the stream. It was such a fun thing, that popularity poll stream. Who's this? Let me take this. Thank you for waiting. Bad men with beautiful eyes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anne. Shuffle like Sneer today. Oh man, Aishu, you're against Noir as well? Your team anti-Noir? I like to keep track of how many people I'm thinking of when every time I'm drawing Noir. Oh great, so then Aishu now, in my mind, every time I draw this track, my god, Chrono Cross is such a good game. Very atmospheric. I wonder how much the eyes will look beautiful when I put the quality to 1080. I know that if I was, see, there are a lot of conditions to what I'm about to not suggest. To the picture I'm gonna try to build, but if I was rich enough, interested enough to have a greyis anime, I would want whoever did all the work on Gojo's eyes to put it towards Noir and Black's eyes. Noir deserves all the hate in the world. Fair point of view. Is there a reason why in black and noir especially? Noir bad nothing summoned me. Welcome, Alpha. Yeah, because they're canonically always complimented for their eyes, especially in noir. And in black's case, it would be his eyes and his hair, because again, I always feel like people are attracted to black's hair, and it's not just because it's white, but like I wrote a sketch, not a sketch. I wrote a chapter from Amir's point of view and how he entered the story. I really need to put some time to draw that one, and yeah, the first thing he was who grabbed his attention is black's hair. I hope you're doing well, Alpha. No headaches. Hopefully. Migraines. No migraines. Cute aggression, all that here. Thank you. His hair, man. I should be whiny about his hair. I don't know why it doesn't bother me so much. Maybe because it's random. It's not like I don't. For white's hair, I kind of have to think sometimes, or black hair in general. Other characters, Noir, Daniel, White, how it's stylized, how it's styled, and how the highlights are placed on that hair. But with Noir, it's just go wild. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Oh, what a relief. Restocked for 4 months? That's great. I am uncharacteristically a little bit hungry. Very strange occurrence. Wait, I'm not sure what he was wearing now. I kind of feel like I mixed up scenes, so just give me a sec. Let me check. About the hair and... Okay, he has split hair and white turtleneck. Yes. Okay. Shawarma pizza for dinner. I tried that once and it was really good. I don't like shawarma in general. But pizza sounds good. I'll have to end the stream in half an hour anyway. Let me try to figure out how to draw a turtleneck when I sketched a cardigan initially. This or that. Who do you hate most of the time, Yildar or the alien? For spoiler reason, I guess. Who do I hate more most of the time? Definitely the alien. And I don't think... How many times have you heard me express hate towards Yildar? I'm genuinely asking, I don't remember myself. You got so many. Not all the time. I love this and this, that questions. I love hard-hitting questions, and I love yes-no questions. It's very rare when you say that you hate them. I guess your answer, it's easy. I don't know. It's yeah. I don't know what to say. it's a lot. Though it's not like it's a good question, you know, because it's not, how do I say it without spoilers, but it's just in an abstract way, let's say. And it's not too different. But with that, rejected alien is a massive weight. Yeah. Spoiler hunter. We're trying not to do. We're trying a spoiler-free. Because Saturdays are all about spoilers. So I have to go with spoiler-free streams across the week. Even though, as I said earlier, visually, these all look like spoilers, you know? Hey, Zapstream, welcome. Yeah, I see them, and I do respond. I don't know if anything was sent before that I missed, but I got these 2 messages. Your greeting, and whether I respond to YouTube comments. Welcome to the stream. Oi, oi, oi. Please drink from... Please drink from the bottle. What's that pose? God. There's more delay, I see. I can't lie, I never thought I'd ever get a chance to talk to you with how big of an indie mangaka you are. Thank you, welcome. No, it's easy to reach me. Streams are always the best way. I'm very bad with DMs. I slow in checking them, and when I do, I'm very slow. I keep putting them on pin and adding them to my to-do list to reply to. It's always easier on stream, so welcome. Oh wait, I need to do something else. This. Yeah, I got a new bunny at long last. I got him yesterday. But he's in quarantine, alone. Because I got him from the most awful place, and he has mites. It was easy for me. Work on her since day one in that reference. That's creative. Psycho killing it. Hope he gets used to new. I hope so too. Thank you. He seems to be very comfortable generally, even with the car ride. He would just stand up and look around. I'm here for years and I still feel sometimes it's unbelievable that I can talk with you and you respond. Really? What? Why? I mean, especially on the internet, you have a billion other places you can be, and you, like, and especially, and everyone here in general are very kind that they decide to be here, support, read, give my story the time, and interact. Any details? So while sometimes I feel like, oh, I posted this and I didn't get any comments, or I updated clippings and I got 10 comments, I always have to just take a minute and think about it. Like, there are 10 people in this world that stopped whatever they're doing, got the notification, read the update, and wrote a comment. Like, wow. I'm also an aspiring mangaka, and I've been following you and watching and learning. Thank you. I really hope I get to your level and actually complete a manga. I've been drawing for 4 years now. That's great. Like, you know, an easy way to think about it. Like, if you've been drawing for 4 years, so you can think that you're 4 years old as an artist, which makes things easier. It doesn't feel too long. And at the same time, it's really easy to just complete a manga, a one-shot. This whole thing, greyis, started with a one-shot that was 16 pages. Eventually it was 16 pages. When I started, I only drew 8 pages, and then I went back and added 8 pages to the start. And once you finish your first one shot or contest entry or just a short story, you can you can realize if you're gonna get addicted to that feeling of finishing more, or it's not for you, or you can just test things with a short thing. But yeah, best of luck. It really takes time, but if you don't think about time, you don't really feel it. That's how I feel went for me. I've been working on greyis for 16 years, and almost 16 years, and they never felt that long. When I think about the details, I feel like, oh yeah, it's been that long, man. But generally speaking, I never paid attention to time, so I didn't feel like I need to rush things. I didn't feel like I am too slow or too fast or whatever. Best of luck, and I'm glad that you joined and shared these thoughts. I tend to binge and read quietly, only started interacting on streams. That makes me so happy. Like, I always, if there's one thing I want actually, it's always just readers' interactions, readers' point of views, because in the end, especially with a work like greyis, I really want to. Why is he eating? I need to go fix his place. It's a mess. He started eating the pads. But yeah, with work like greyis, it's really interesting to hear what people think, especially when I leave so much up in the air for people to interpret or read and share. But ultimately, I always know that there are, especially like because you need something to cement whatever you feel. Like I always felt the majority is silent, and the numbers back it up. Like when I release something, the sales, the support, it backs up the idea that the majority is silent. And while I greedily want more, I really appreciate the silence and the people who lurk, don't chat, maybe on streams. Just you being here, having me in the background or watching actively, really means a lot to me. When I remember you started it at 25, I feel so relieved because starting is the hardest part, but it makes me think time. Yeah, see, here's the thing. I always think of Miyazaki and Tolkien in these instances. Miyazaki debuted at 39, and Tolkien, he was 45 or something. So there's always time, really. But to me, you always hear about mangaka debuting at 18 and 19, stuff like that. I remember I was a very avid fan of Kurishi Tsuji. Not that I hate it now, but I stopped following it. But I remember before I think Yana Toboso is the name of the mangaka. Before it was Makoto Shinkai, he directed his first movie when he was 25 or 29. I don't remember. But Yana Toboso debuted at 26. So yeah, it's some people might hear these things and think like, does it really matter? But it really does. It really inspires you when you feel like, oh, I'm this old and I haven't done a thing. But then you come across Tolkien, who created The Lord of the Rings when he's 45, and like, oh, I still have time to. You know what? Funny story to the side. You know these videos that go viral about this old lady that is 70 years old who started skateboarding or started playing sports when she's 60, and look at her body now. They're supposed to be inspiring, but to me they feel like they're inspiring, but that means I still have a couple of decades of not having to go to the gym, because I can start at 60 and have this great body at 70 or something, you know. I go about it in the laziest way. What do you mean I can talk with my favorite author of my favorite manga? It's like I'm talking to my favorite famous idol or something. No, I'm not like that at all. I'm a mess. I just hope that I can interact in a good, rewarding way. That is the biggest challenge for me. Lazy maxing, that's me. If there's anything, if there's anyone that should win the lazy maxing title, it's me. When I hear my favorite writer and author talking on stream or rambling on YouTube, it's like hearing Black and White's voices speaking in sync. Wow, Psycho, you kill me with these one-liners. Like you drop these lines out of nowhere. Very humbling experience. I'm 19, as I said before, I started 4 years ago, so I probably won't debut at such an age, but at least I started young. Yeah, best of luck, and don't think about age. I genuinely never paid attention to that personally, and I don't think anybody should. Ah, I think they are sitting... Oh my god. Good thing I remembered. Right, let me fix this. I need... No. I need... Let's see, like this. And... Okay. Okay. Look at this face. Ah, I need to move. Yeah, that's better. Yeldar's looking so... Hey, Blue, welcome. He does look softer, doesn't he? It's the noir eyes effect, I guess. Trish, oh my god. Trish, chat, welcome. Welcome, Trish. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I'd say he's enjoying the weather. Oh yeah, I was leaving the bunny cam. Answering Blue is... this is the noir effect, maybe. I hope you're doing well, Blue. Welcome. I love when they do a little hop after cleaning and go back to default pose. They're very funny like that. And he's very active. I'm happy that he's very active. You're better as you are. You give attention to everyone and think of... Thank you, Anne. Thank you. What more rewards do we need? Yeah, I just try my best and I hope... I'm really not that good socially, so I'm always very self-conscious about it and I obsess about how to reply to stuff. This is why I always say that. I just want people who want to interact with me to have this rewarding experience. So thank you. This is really comforting. Want to see my art? I want your opinion on my 4-year growth from a professional point of view, and also when do you usually stream? About the first question, I feel hesitant to do that. I don't think I can give an opinion. If you like, you can join the Discord and maybe DM me, but I'm gonna be frank and say that I'm really not good with these things, and this is why I usually decline. But I'm pretty sure there is a ton of growth in 4 years. When do I usually... So Saturday streams are always a thing. I'm always streaming on Saturday, full-on spoilers. We discuss greyis, my series, and other than that, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays. But there is nothing. Like, if you follow Twitch, you'll get a notification. On Discord, you get a notification. Other than that, Saturday is the only clear schedule for now. Thank you, Trish. Just watching some anime, but got curious when I saw you streaming. Hope you're well too. I'm good. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you're enjoying the anime watching. I didn't know. I really appreciate you stopping by. Really. Everyone looks softer when next to Noir needs to be studied, huh? Also, Rabbit. Yeah, the new Rabbit. I got it yesterday. Speaking of Blue, my mother, she was suggesting names and she said, call him Blue. And I'm like, so you know, I have this reader. So not Blue. I wanted to go with Chris for Deltarune since we have Jevi before for Jevil. But I mentioned on Discord that my older sister's husband is called Chris. We call him Chris. He's Christian. So that's gonna be weird. Even though Chris, my Chris, will be with a K. So now we still don't have a name. Oh, also back to Zap. If you don't have Twitch and you follow on YouTube, you will get notification through YouTube, and it's gonna be only art streams. When I do gaming, I only stream on Twitch, the games. A rabbit called Blue, glad it didn't stick. That would be strange. It would be strange. As I said, playing Chapter 5 of Deltarune with all the blues. I can't wait for you to experience. Details. We need these shavings. Maybe a name that matches. Yeah, definitely. Jevel, when I called Jevel, I went with. He really can do anything. He really can do anything. So I went with him and he matched the energy. I'm still waiting for the personality of this one. I just got him yesterday, so I can't. And with him in quarantine, I can really observe enough. You started Chapter 5 yesterday? Yes, I will be waiting for reactions on Discord. I can't wait. Chapter 5, man. Chapter 5. I want to talk about it so bad. Okay, let's move to this. You know what? I think... No, never mind. Eden? Wait, do we have any names in Alan Wake? I'm trying to find, like, the name needs to be a good name for a pet that I can play around with based on mood, and it has to be from a story that I love. Saga. No, doesn't work with Saga. It's gonna be Odin or... It took me a couple of weeks to name my youngest piggies, so take your time. I am taking my time. I just need... You know, my problem is, I was talking about him to my sister, and I said, yeah, so Jevi. She's like, Jevi, huh? I thought of Zach. Because you know what? Zach is Zach Fair, my Zach Fair, of course, but also Zach is probably, I want to say top one, but I'm not sure yet, but is actually in Livius manga, and I really wanted a character from Livius. And they do have a Zach. But Zach for a rabbit, I don't know. Also, he does have this mischievous, not mischievous. No, I'm working on the wrong layer. Never mind. He has this dark energy to him, let's say. That doesn't match Zach Fair. I got Crisis Core recently and want to play it before Revelations come out. First time playing Crisis Core. I love Crisis Core. I always tend to end up enjoying games that not many people like in the on the internet as a whole. People are not a fan of like Crisis Core, Chrono Cross, I mentioned earlier. Is that Ildar's father? They are in the garden together. Lovely father-son relationship, it seems, with some sadness or something going on. If I was a new fan and only read greyis clippings, this is what I'll think. Right? I hope you say that Noir has a... or this father has great hair. Is he a bad boy? He does like... He side eyes a lot. Look, destruction. He's a Netherland dwarf rabbit. Always expect being bombarded by bad boy energy. FF8 and Dirge of Serb. I haven't played Dirge, and Final Fantasy 8 I only played the first disc back in PlayStation 1 era. And of course, back then it was a copy of the game. They didn't sell originals in my area. So Desk 2 didn't load and just like forgot about it. Vincent! Oh, actually, I do love Vincent. Vincent? Are you a Vincent? Is this boy a Vincent? Wait, if this like this, so it should be. Welcome, Pedro. Yes. Maybe. Yes. You need to see him trying to eat some hay. Angrily. Can you feel the rage? Man. It's a hay eat hay world and he knows the dangers. This is the thing I love about rabbits. They look so angry, especially like he's 50 days old. So you're too young to act so, like, do all the adult actions that adult rabbits do. And especially dwarf rabbits, like, you're too small to be this serious. Just chill. Sounds like a white thing, right? Oh my god, you're cooking. So, Blue, I wanted to name the new rabbit Amir because I was feeling it, but it doesn't work for a pet. And then today, while I was driving to the vet, I realized that his color is actually, because yesterday when I got him, he was gray, and today he's like, I don't know, dark beige or something. And then while I was driving to the vet, I realized he's actually grayish. What made your mother say Blue? I don't know. That came out of nowhere. I was so surprised when she, like, what? Why Blue? If I had gotten, so Netherland dwarf rabbits with light gray coat are referred to as Blue. So had I brought one of those, it would have been like, it would have made sense maybe for her to suggest Blue. Grayish, Amir, you know what? They come hand in hand, I guess. And let's do this. Nope. Yeah, but Rose doesn't work. See, the thing is, I need a universal name that is easy to be used by everyone in family, outside family, in the vet clinic. I want something that works when I write in English, when I talk in Arabic. I really wanted to go with Azriel, actually. And, like, especially with how Asgore says Azzy. If we knew more of this, that would be... you started chapter 5. I haven't asked before. You are a thorough player, right? You click everything, right? This is a good name. Dokja for the rabbit, cause side eye to you? I mean, listen. I still haven't felt good about Dokja, so I can't go with that. And If I want to go with a Korean name, I would rather, if I wasn't thinking of everyone who needs to use the name, I would go with Ian Young. Period. Ian Young is the name I want to go with. But too bad. Yes, I do. How did you know? I mean, you mentioned this, so I think a wild guess, you know what I'm implying, or what I'm asking about, actually. Ian Young will be perfect. Man, if only there was a rabbit between Jevi and this one, I would have called him Levius and called him and used Levi more. Too bad. No, wait. I'm working on the wrong layer. If it's about the carousel and no, it's very early in the chapter. It's like first scene kind of thing. Thanks for the hydrate, Psycho. The house, yes. The house. Since it's a spoiler-free chat, I am not gonna spoil. But let me tell you, I didn't not hand over. I didn't help with a toast thing as well. I'm still bitter. Wait, this ear is wrong. Okay. Of course. Of course. Thanks a lot for coming, Alpha. Take care of yourself. I hope you won't be attacked by migraine. Thanks a lot for coming, and yeah. New chapter, new and Bun name. Have a good Tuesday. I did, maybe it was early chapter kindness. See, here's the thing. When I don't like a character, it's a done deal. And I didn't like a certain character since the Undertale days. And nobody asked me why, because I genuinely don't have any feeling. Like, I don't have any explanation, sorry. It's just that I didn't like this character from the get-go. And nothing they did afterwards made me like them. And then chapter 4 happened, and I'm like, yeah, I was right. I guess I came prepared. But man, chapter 5 is so good. Seriously. And for anyone who aligns with my taste in games and haven't played Deltarune yet, what are you doing? That's the vibe I got from Undertale from the get-go. And it continued like that, so... I need to look up preferences for these shavings and stuff for carving. So let's see, what do we have here? Oh, Blue, it's been driving me crazy. I really hope you enjoy it all and it doesn't break the not the flow. It doesn't break the pages. Because, you know, I get an idea, a visual symbolism or some motif of something, and I go wild with it. Sometimes I break the page. But generally speaking, it has been so fun to come up with all the ideas that I can use. These. It just fits noir. The character that came in late. They do need. The panel from Ordinary 1 to recorded tape. Thank you, Anne. We're getting rewinds. A fast forward would be deadly. I can't wait for this chapter to release. I can't wait. Seriously. And what I can't wait more for is the discussion stream for this chapter. I mean, the discussion every update, but also the discussion stream, because I do have some questions, The thing is, when I wrote this chapter, I kind of felt like I unlocked something. After the popularity poll stream and me feeling bad about the early characterization I did for some of the characters, or the lack of characterization I did for early characters because I was so focused on black and white, I kind of feel like I came with a better mindset for this book. While rewriting the film, like, you know, the burn you get when overlapping the films. Yes. It's a burn, alright. What was he wearing here? Wait. We drew him. Yeah, it was a... Okay. Yeah, thank you all for... I mean, it really helped. All your input, all your discussions and opinions about the characters. Opinions and theories. I think I'll end the stream after this panel. I have teased a noir white dynamic, right? Before. And if there is one person who has the power to burn it's Noir. Noir and Yildar, Daniel and Yildar, from the start of the volume. So excited. I'm very excited that you're all excited because... See what I did there? You mentioned Drowsy earlier, Blue, and this, while I was working on this page, and having Noir with his... Noir always... So Jad always reminded me of Asgard, but then it became Noir. But then when I drew him with his hands behind his back, I thought of Drowsy instantly. Do it again? I wasn't looking. No, I meant what I said about the burning and the white and the noir, you know? What just has a slight interest in fire? Just letting it simmer. Oh, what do they call it? Low temperature, low fire. What do they call it? I don't have cooking vocabulary. Low heat. Sometimes I wonder on how white feels when seeing the fire on the stove. Cigarettes too? For the longest time. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say something, and I wonder if anybody's gonna catch on it quickly. I bet... Yeah, somebody definitely will. I had this idea for an illustration for white. Blue flame. Blue... I don't know. Like, low... Like, when you let something simmer, you put it on low... heat? I don't know. I don't cook, I don't eat, so I don't use these. Maybe this is why White is starving, because I don't have the vocabulary about all the vocabulary around kitchen. But what was I saying is, I had this idea for an illustration for White and embers. The entity confirmed. The entity is gonna be eaten by a bear as well. Back burner. I just back burner. Listen, don't be surprised if I don't even, like, if I just guessed what simmer means. I think I know what it means, but there was this story about me just guessing what a word means and running wild with it, using it in all the different places, all the wrong places. Oh man, the DeviantArt days. Embers. Putting something on the back burner. Yeah. We finish a father-son relationship, White and Jad, and we start immediately to another, again with White and Yeldar parallels. I'm gonna tease again Daniel thinking of the parallels. There's always parallels, but they're different. All caps. You sure do love Daniel, Blue. Oh, was it here? Oh, it's also black? Okay. Can we just say perpendicular? Maybe we should ask Black. What does he think? Can he see parallels? Just need them as far apart as possible after a certain point. But they are going to meet at a certain point. That's the thing. Oh, Psycho. Psycho. You know exactly. That's great. That's great. Psycho, ask me anything about greyis. Black, can you see parallels? Wow. I mean... Yes. That convo between white and black about Yildar and white being similar in splitting still sits on the theory, what, right? Right? The difference in height in first panel and the next one. Growing up old. Oh. How are you all so good, man? No, not this. I've been looking... Oh my god, for months I've been looking for this brush I installed and now I know where it is. We're gonna have a stream where I just organize my Hip Studio Paint assets. Thanks a lot for coming, Blue. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Purple Tam is here. Welcome, Tam. And thanks a lot for coming, Blue. Can't wait for your reactions on Chapter 5. Yeah, Tam. First time I see you in Turtle, in Purple, in Purple. Last stream you asked something and I read it but forgot to answer, which is Noir's hair. Is it gray hair or is it just stylistic choice to have all these white strands in it? And it is gray hair. Yes. Sorry it took me 3 days to answer. And thank you, Anne, for the reminder. Okay. Two hours and a half. I think I've gone half an hour more than I intended. And I do need a break now. Without audio? Okay, I'm gonna answer Tam on Discord. Yeah, thanks a lot for coming. I hope this has been fun. I really, really appreciate the company. They always make an enjoyable but lonely job more enjoyable and less lonely. Enjoy your Tuesday. And see you next time. The stream was a lot of fun and it was a pleasure to meet the new bunny. Yeah, hopefully we can see him up close and off cage. See you around, everyone. Goodbye.